difference does it make when there's all this pain, this torture?
What actually happened to you?
England was the foundation of order before money took over and handed the country to the swindlers and schemers.
You shouldn't be proud of despising your country.
Don't believe that. I'm not an English gentleman who let the country go to hell and never stir himself. What I stand for is gone.
But to live for, you have something to live for.
You know what I want, I can't have.
You're such a paragon of honourable behaviour, Christopher. You're the cruelest man I know.
You've always thought he was infallible.
He's a married man.
Let the chips fall where they may. Why didn't you kiss me then? Why didn't you?
It's about being brought bang into the face of modernity.
We needed special actors.
It is a World War I drama, but it's not about the front as much as it's about the home front.
What first struck me about Ford Madox Ford's Parade's End was this wonderfully off-kilter view of English society.
Sheer cheek putting a gun where people of quality might be wishing to sleep or converse.
Ford Madox Ford was writing in a hugely interesting period, and Parade's End is the story of a most unusual gentleman.
You've seen the last of England.
There's a huge chasm which comes in society with the First World War, and it blows the old way of life apart. They were fighting for the lives we have now.
I am resigning. Good morning.
Resigning? Don't you want to be a man of influence?
No, I prefer to be in the trenches.
Tom's written, I think, some of the best adaptations and film scripts that there have been. That's what got me in this tin hat in this muddy field.
Where the devil is the commanding officer of this battalion?
I am in command, sir.
Christopher is somebody who's holding on to the last vestiges of what England was.
Duty and service to above and below.
His whole reason for being is about chivalry and doing the right thing and staying with a woman no matter how many times she runs away with another man.
You're such a paragon of honourable behaviour, Christopher. You're the cruelest man I know.
It takes a war, really, to change his mindset.
Mr. Tietjens.
Valentine is someone who links him to his future.
You would have thought all the same things in the 18th century.
Of course I would, and I would have been right.
They're such a haphazard kind of pairing. Christopher has this old way of thinking, and then Valentine on the flip side is very, very forward-thinking and is striving for something better, but they're both outsiders, and they're both looking for something else.
You should know, Miss Warren, we are being talked about.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
Making Parade's End was like running a marathon. I had 110 actors, 140 sets. We travelled from London to Yorkshire. We covered the whole of Belgium several times. The scope was so vast.
The games and mistresses. I met Susanna on an episode of Boardwalk Empire, and she seems to have this beautiful way of taking what could predominantly be seen as a male-dominated world and putting her female touch on it, bringing out the humanity in a story.
You are surely not in love with Christopher Tietjens. He's a married man.
I have a line which I said this morning, which is safe forever. And of course, they're not, and nobody is. And maybe the only safety is in each other.
Mother!
These people were living through an extraordinary time when the world was turned upside down. At the beginning of the 21st century, our value system is very different to the world of Christopher Tietjens. And yet I think we can feel empathy for characters who are stumbling as they watch the world around them be transformed.